Hello, this is Julia. I am studying abroad at 56. That's me. But technically I'm not studying abroad yet because I'm not even abroad yet. I am abroad, but I'm not abroad. Okay, that was ridiculous. Hello. Since last time we spoke, last Saturday, which was when we had the leasing agent come over, and she told us approximately what our house would potentially rent for, and she told us, excuse me, I have to turn my sound off because I forgot to before I started because it's been a week. So anyway, so I recorded about being disappointed about the amount we would hope to get for the house, and then how much we cleaned up Saturday afternoon, and then we spent all of Sunday cleaning like maniacs, tidying stuff up, taking things off of surfaces, making it as close to impersonal as possible. Whew, that was work. That was a lot of work all day Sunday. And then most of Monday morning, the photographer came on Monday afternoon to do the 3D thing and the pictures. And then the listing went up on Thursday evening. And we've had lots of people look at the listing. And I had yesterday about 6 groups come through to take a look at the house. Mostly they were young couples. Young professional couples, and that was good. That was really nice. The agents weren't available, so it was just me, as Kurt was out of town for the day. And at first, when I knew it was going to be just me, I mean, Harper was home, but she went out to the other office to chill. But when I first thought, oh, it's just going to be me showing people around, I was really worried that I would get I'm not overly emotional, but like it would be really challenging to have people come look at my house, a house that I've lived in for 25 years, that Kurt and I have been married in for 21 years, and I wasn't at all. I was so happy to have them come, and I was like, look at anything, open all the drawers, open every every cabinet, every cupboard, because I don't care what you see. I don't care what you look at, because we're moving out and we're going to be done. So even though most of the drawers and cupboards had stuff jammed into it so it looked nice on the outside, fine, look at it, whatever you want. So that was yesterday. And also I had spent Friday afternoon and Saturday morning cleaning to get it back in shape since the photographs were taken and putting things away again. So yeah, it's been a big week of doing that kind of house prep, and then also putting more things up for sale, selling things, because that's never just a straightforward thing. But we sold a bunch of big things, like we sold our grill and we sold the little mini fridge we had for a while because our big fridge had broken, which is a whole nother world of annoyance that we've had this year. And yeah, so I've been just continuing to sort of look at pieces of furniture or, items around the house and think, oh, let me just try to sell that so it's not something we have to pack or store. So I've been doing that. I'll continue to do that this week. And then this week there'll be a few more showings. We're having some showings this afternoon. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm just getting really excited about going. I mean, we're going to be gone in slightly more than a month. I already booked our Airbnb for the initial stay of just me and Harper, because Kurt will come once our house is available and we'll be in the house, Kurt and the cats. And I already booked a rental car to pick up from the airport. We'll probably have that one for about a week or 10 days. And I got a little bit of a bigger car just because I know we'll be, going to IKEA or boot sales or flea markets, as you would say in the US. So I wanted to just have a little bit bigger car available. So, it could be a little bit more convenient. And then we'll rent another car after that for a little while longer until we figure out our long-term car plan. So yeah, I had a visit with a couple of college roommates. Actually, it's college roommates over the next 5 days. It's funny. Friday, I had breakfast with dear roommate Cynthia, and then Saturday, my friend Kelly, who was also a college roommate, She came by to test drive the car that we're selling because she's going to buy it. And then she put down a deposit, which is very helpful, actually. And then they'll come back and get it in August as we're about to leave. And then tomorrow I'm having lunch with another college roommate. So that's been really lovely. And it will continue to be very lovely. We had dinner with friends last night who they're leaving on a trip next week, so we won't see them. Fortunately, they have a lot of family in Europe, and so they tend to go to Europe a lot, so we'll probably see them sometimes, I hope. Yeah, so this coming week is going to be about continuing to show the place if that's what we need to keep doing. Hopefully there'll be some applications in on the house. Hopefully. Hopefully also this coming week we can sign our lease to the house we're living in England. And what else? I'm going to try to figure out our phone situation because we're going to get new numbers when we get to England, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to keep our old numbers for a while. I also have to organize mailbox for the US so that we can forward our mail. What else did I have on my list? Oh, insurance for the cars, and we're going to be storing one of our cars here, so that'll be, planned non-operation, cheap, hopefully cheap insurance. Kurt said to me, why do we even need insurance if we're just parking it off the street? It was like that whole act of God kind of thing, you never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to look into that. What else? Can't get Harper School applied for until we have a signed lease, and even until we have her passport stamped that we have in fact arrived in the country. So that'll be the week before her school, whichever school she's going to go to. They all start the week of September 4th. So we won't know what school she's going to be in until right at the last minute, which is okay, because by the time the school year ends, nobody will have remembered if she was a week late to school or whatever. And I'm not really worried about that. She makes friends so easily that I'm just not terribly worried about it. So yeah, so we're just tidying up the house. Well, the house is tidy, for goodness sake. It's been so tidy. I mean, it's really nice to have the house this clean, but oh my God, I'm so tired of cleaning it up and putting things away and then bringing them back out and then putting them away. So anyway, so hopefully this week we'll have an applicant approved and get that going. Yeah, and then in the meantime, I'm just going to be packing up small boxes. We've figured out, I started packing up books last week, but then we figured out the best way to store them will be to just stack up our bookshelves in the garage. So it'll be like fill up a bookshelf, put an empty bookshelf up against it, fill that up, put another one against it, because we have all these books. So many books, and that's not even all the books. So yeah, so that's going to be a big project for next week. Kurt's working, which is great, but I don't know how much longer he's working for, so he's busy, obviously, doing that on a little project. But in the meantime, there's plenty of things I can start packing up, like old linens that we're not currently using. I can start packing those up into plastic bags. And what else was I going to do? Oh yeah, we need to get some trellises to hide the car. We got a car cover, but I want to put up some nice trellises for the tenants so it doesn't look like an old car sitting under a car cover. Really, it wants to be as disguised as possible, since they won't be able to use that side of the driveway. But they'll still have plenty of room, because we had that car during the pandemic. We parked that car off the street for like 6 months because didn't need 2 cars during the pandemic. So we'll just do that again. Got a nice, good car cover this time. And yeah, gosh, that's it. I know I haven't talked at all about why we're going, why I decided on England, what am I studying, how did you actually make it work, Julia? How did you get a visa for you and your family? And I will talk about that. For now, I have to light a candle in the kitchen so the house smells nice for when our potential tenants come in an hour. But I just wanted to check in. Studying abroad at 56. Here we go. 1 more month. Woohoo! All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.